Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wallace and Gromit.
Let's see if this fortune
I am
anything
Rufus,
useful
playing
for
this
the
game
poor.
for you.
Your hair could be mistaken for pirate's gold.
That sounds useful for your poem.
That's no half bad, that is. Might just work. I'm a blinking genius, I am! No need for these rotten lines! I've got a perfect one right here!
Well, he's a happy man.
Hello
See how this
there,
goes.
Felicity!
Oh, hello, Duncan.
You look ravishing today.
Why, thank you, Duncan.
In fact, I've written you a poem in honor of your astounding beauty.
What? You've written a poem?
Every last word.
Really? Well, let's hear it then.
Dearest Felicity, your eyes are as deep as the murkiest loch. Your teeth are as straight as Blackpool rock. Your haunches are sturdy, your bearing is bold, and your hair could be mistaken for pirate's gold.
I don't know what to say.
Brilliant, eh?
You noticed my hair.
I did.
Oh, Duncan. Who could have guessed you're so sensitive and attentive to detail?
Aye. My rugged Highland handsomeness may fool some, but inside I'm nothing more than a caring and loving lamb. Come here, my little sugar plum fairy.
A caring and loving lamb that's been rolling around in the barnyard too long if my nose isn't mistaken.
Oh, that's just my unique musk. Let's go down and stare longingly into each other's eyes.
Yay! That's such an odd yet happy couple. What we got here? Save the dogs, help inside the Muzzler? Coast looks clear. What's in here? Uh-oh.
By, it's been a busy week. Just one good deed after another. First, I takes in 3 homeless hounds, then I helps a town of do-gooders cough up the cash for a noble cause. Yeah. And now I've trapped me a tricksy little trespasser. Now listen here, mutt. I built this fair up from the sweat of me brow and a pile of scrap. And if you think I'm gonna let a mollycoddled mongrel chuck a spanner in the works, you don't know Monty Muzzle. Aye, your time on wheel comes soon enough. And being man's best friend, you wouldn't want to stop the ride and disappoint your punters now, would you? But until it's your turn, you can blinking well stay put. Oh, and don't start whining and yelping for help. You'll have my security system to deal with if you don't keep the noise down.
I see. Oh, this is a predicament, isn't it, buddy? He's a little bit oblivious, isn't he?
What is it? What's going on in here? Up to something in here, are we?
Oh?
Down, mutt. It's not your dinner time yet. Seems to have been a false alarm. But I'll be back in here at the drop of a hat if there's any monkey business.
Somehow, it almost seems like it might be useful to make him think that his security system is crying wolf. But, maybe a different approach. Hey, buddy. Good boy.
What's going on here? What's all the racket about? Oh, another blinking dead dog. The Workshire whelp hadn't even been for walkies yet. Pity.
Get him, boy!
Get off me, you filthy beast! That'll be an extra few hours pulling duty for you. No more out of you.
Well done. But of course we're gonna need to get this thing from him. All right. So that is a reference to the to Wallace and Gromit in a close shave, musing with a short or film thingy show. Oh gosh, the security system. Nobody here but us puppers. Right. If we get above the security system. Oh, that's inside the balloon, all right. I think our attention is better spent over here. The distraction! Take that. Alright. That should enable us to look around in peace. Exposed dirt. Digger. Twitch. How do you lock you up in a separate cage? This seems like it could be useful. Have a spanner. I think put this to use up here somehow. Go all the way up. Oh, oh jeez. Onto your bearings, pup. Not gonna fit through there. Hey. It's always a use for the runt of the litter, so to speak. Or, as the case would be here, the smallest of the dogs. Just gonna have to get him out of there. Looks like a good makeshift biscuit. Hey fella, check this out. Here, boy.
Oi! We're slowing down already! Muzzle! Your blinking ride's not fit for service!
Oh dear.
Blinking engine must have, died again.
Oh.
There we go.
Woo!
Thank you, Filter. Alright, let's see. Digger's gone underground. Excuse me, Twitch. Hooray! Now, you pup, you come with me. You don't quite fit, do ya? This ought to help. Grease you up, pupper. Don't worry, it'll wash out.
Oh, hello, Twitch. Gromit was looking for you. Enjoying
Found
the
him.
fair?
I found him.
Oh, I see. You'd like to have a go on the ride? Well, I don't know. Where the heck's Gromit? He should be showing you around. No, well, I suppose I can take a break. Let's go. I don't know if they let dogs on board, Twitch. Steady on. I know it's not fair, Twitch, but we can always ask. Easy there, boy. Got quite a bit of strength for a little fella. Blinkin' Roller. You mean poor Gromit's inside the ride?
How you
Happened,
catching on,
lad?
Wallace?
Monty Muzzle? Heavens above. Twitch, you better stay out of sight. I've got to see about getting Mr. Muzzle to shut down his ride.
Oh,
Oh yes, everything seems to be in order here. Nothing to report. Woohoo!
That blooming Bobby has been up there for an hour or more and won't get off. Says he's carrying out an inspection, but he won't find anything untoward on any of my rides. Everything's above board here.
Oh, of course.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
sensitive,
Your
isn't he?
ride's had a spot of mechanical trouble, I see.
Oh, no, that's nothing. Purely cosmetic.
Right.
Inner mechanics still run like clockwork.
Oh,
Had to institute a weight limit, though. Don't want any heavy hands bringing things to a halt.
no, of course not.
One last bite, and another pie is gobbled by Gabbily.
Oh, Mr. Muzzle?
Yes, Mr. Wallace. Hope ice cream sales are going strong.
Well, yes, the Infini flavor's come into its own today.
And splendid, splendid. And all that money, it's been donated
Oh, yes, for the pups.
for the pups.
Yeah,
Mr. Wallace, if I can be straight with you for a moment.
That would be a change.
Of course, please.
I'm afraid our little business arrangement isn't going to work out as I'd hoped. Given the current adverse climate, plus new developments, technological advances, a shifting landscape of the ice cream world, etc., 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 I'm not going to be able to help you turn the Infini flavor into a global brand.
Oh, well, I quite understand, Mr. Muzzle, but that's not what I was inquiring about. I was wondering if you'd seen my Gromit.
Who?
Gromit, me dog.
Oh, the dog. Oh, no. Why would I have seen him? Probably wandered off with a poodle or Pomeranian. You know what dogs are like.
Yes. Never mind then.
If you've lost your dog, hire a dog catcher, Mr. Wallace. Don't look to me.
Never mind that he's your master of ceremonies. Yeesh. Well, let's see what's coming out of this thing.
Your duty is as neglected as an abandoned puppy. Oh, I've never abandoned Gromit. The contest hasn't ended yet.
Why, no, it's a last man... woman standing competition.
Oh, who's winning?
As if you had to ask, man. By my count, the current leader by a thick crust is Mrs. Gabberly. Hogwash!
Woohoo! And I'm relishing every bite.
I'm just getting warmed up.
We'll see about that. Mr. Wallace, would you mind bringing Paneer this slip of paper here when you've a moment?
Righto. Enjoying a bit of the lead, eh, Mrs. Gabberly?
Ooh, I think I am, but I'm enjoying myself so much I've lost count.
I can't believe you're in the lead. Look at the munching major.
Happen, but don't forget the tortoise and the hare, Mr. Wallace.
That doesn't seem like a good approach for an eating
The
contest,
would-be
though.
chomping champion continues to shovel pie down his gullet. But the Major seems to have met his match in Vinny, the Wonder Nosher.
Aren't you feeling full yet, Mrs. Gabberly?
Heavens, no, pet. It's rare that I get to let my hair down at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Quite.
This one is to die for. Pity I can't offer you a taste.
You've fallen a bit behind, eh, Major?
Nonsense. Enemy propaganda. Don't believe a word of it. As soon as I've claimed victory, I'll be back on my favorite airborne attraction.
Oh, right. The ride.
It's meat pies by dawn, and by heck, look at that crust fly.
Hello, Mr. Paneer. I was wondering if from your elevated vantage point, well, you haven't seen Mr. Muzzle up to anything suspicious, have you?
Suspicious? Oh, you mean like planning a secret surprise for the fairgoers? No, I can't say I have. But you never know what he's got up his sleeve.
Not exactly. I mean, anything unsavory. Up to no good.
Mr. Muzzle? No. He may offer less than substantial prizes for his attractions, but that's just in the name of charity. Don't be ridiculous, Wallace.
Oh, all right then. Thanks anyway.
Well, Muzzle does paint a fairly convincing image. Here.
A note, Mr. Paneer.
Your duty is as neglected as an abandoned puppy. That's odd.
Stop the ride! That's enough. Suppose I'd better get back to the station. Duty calls.
Yes. Here.
Excuse me, Paneer. Mrs. Gabberly wanted me to give you this.
Must be a message to read out for the fair.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. All fairgoers are cordially invited to attend Mrs. Vinnie Gabberly's victory celebrations to be held later this evening at the Gabberly residence. That's everyone including Major Crumb, so long as he's humbled by defeat and pie fatigue.
A scandalous suggestion. You'll regret the day you taunted a crumb.
Right. doesn't seem to have put too much of a dent in his
Gromit
morale.
Gabby now, putting away pies as if they haven't eaten for a week.
You must be getting tired.
Poppycock, I've a soldier's belly. Just have to focus, man. Look at these stacks of empty tins. I can't be far behind.
I think you're in trouble, Major. What's all this, then?
Oh, heck, look at these.
Are these yours?
Oh, the rest of me finished pies.
The rest?
Oh, my stomach told me I'd got through more than just these appetizers here.
And Major Crumb has just learned that Mrs. Gabberly is in the lead by a most devastating pie margin.
Oh, not feeling too tickety-boo right now. I think I might have been outpied by the enemy.
And it seems the Major might be giving up, though he's only 9 pies behind.
9? That's it. I
She's still
capitulate.
going strong.
I surrender. Hoist the white napkin of chronic pie fatigue.
Yippee!
And down goes the Major, out for the count. Attaboy, Mrs. Gabberly, congratulations!
Woohoo!
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you like pies, Panier's Purveyors of Peculiar Produce is open daily for all of your baking and pie-eating needs.
I can't believe she beat me. I'll never be able to show my face in the officer's mess again.
Never mind, Major Crumb. You guzzled gamely. Perhaps you just bit off a bit more than you could chew.
Perhaps a man must know his limits.
Blame the biscuits.
The only thing that can lift my spirits now is a spin on that RAF ride, if you'll excuse me. Oh, I must have put on 5 stone.
Wow. Stone
And
is
remember,
a measurement
whether
of
you want
weight.
pakora, pies, puddings, or pomegranates, they're all available at Panier's Peculiar Produce. Just 2 minutes walk from this fairground.
I think a stone is somewhere in the neighborhood of like 16 pounds. Either way, it's a lot.
Too heavy? Balderdash! I was only on her this morning.
Oh, just over our limit, I'm afraid, Corporal Crumb. You must have piled on pounds since then.
That blinking contest. And I'm a major, don't you know?
Aye, a major liability. So you're banned, for safety's sake. Perhaps go for a jog or something, and work off some of that extra weight.
Perhaps if we can get the Major onto the ride, it'll help our cause.
How much pie did you eat, Major?
Not enough, clearly. That old granny has a devilish appetite. Probably possessed by a parasite or two. Family of tapeworms living inside her, I shouldn't wonder.
And now you can't ride your favourite ride. Oh, what a pity.
Over the limit, I'm afraid. Bureaucratic nonsense. Never used to fret about namby-pamby weight restrictions in the army. We'd cram 20 men in a truck, 3 on a bicycle, 5 in a bunk.
But you're only slightly too heavy, Major.
Yes, so I'll stand here till I've dropped the weight. With a finely tuned metabolism like mine, I'll burn it off in a few short hours. Let's have a look. Ah!
Well, we'll see if we can sort that out next time. But I'll have to see if we can find more help in town. Till then, later.
Panier's Peculiar Produce for all your favorite foodstuffs, and some you probably never knew existed.